Colin, Eugene, South Africa.
Welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hi, Colin. Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Thank you, Michelle.
Hi, Colin. Steve from Peterborough.
Welcome, welcome. 1 second. What I'm going to do, I'm going to record the call, and then I'm going to introduce myself, tell everybody where I'm from, and if you'd be good enough to tell me where you're from, everybody can then see how big, how global this really is. So 1 second. I'll just press on record. 1 second. Okay, welcome everybody. My name is Colin Simmons. I'm talking to you today from Birmingham in the United Kingdom. And it's my pleasure to be here on a 27th of December on the evening. Happy to just connect with as many people as I can. So who have we got on the call today? Please unmute your mic. Tell me your name. Tell me where you're from.
Hi, Colin. Eugene, South Africa.
Welcome, Eugene in South Africa. Welcome. Wow, fantastic. Welcome, Robert from Belgium.
Hi, Colin. Mel from Taunton.
Hi, Taunton. Welcome, Mel from Taunton in the UK. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hi, Colin. Hi, Colin Lawson from Hull.
Welcome, Lawson from Hull, UK. Fantastic.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
This is Michelle.
Hi, you Martin. Martin from the UK.
Hi, Colin. Darlene in Florida.
Welcome, Darlene in Florida. Welcome, sunny Florida. What time is it there in Florida, Darlene?
3 in the afternoon.
Fantastic, fantastic. Welcome. Thank you for spending the time with us today. Anybody else want to say hi before I want to get on with this presentation?
Hello, Colin. We are from Holland.
Welcome from Holland. Welcome, welcome. Truly a global community today. Welcome.
Yes.
And lastly, Neville from London.
Welcome, Steve from London. That came my way only just over 2 months ago. I saw this opportunity at the end of October, and here we are now at the end of December. So it's just over 2 months, and I must say it's been an incredible 2 months. We just mute everybody to start with, I think. Okay, everybody's muted. So as I say, yes, this opportunity came my way 2 months ago. A bit about myself, first of all. I have a background in network marketing and multi-level marketing. It's something I've been doing for the last 30 odd years. And in that time, I've done all sorts of products, whether it be perfume, whether it be skincare, nutrition, telecoms, precious jewelry, fashion jewelry. I have tried lots of different products in my time. In the last 18 months, I've spent most of my time in the cryptocurrency market, learning about Bitcoin and all the other cryptocurrencies that are out there. And what I'll say is that in all of my 30 years, there has been a certain theme that has gone through every single business that I've done. Every single one of them has required me to give my hard-earned money to a company. It's a product at wholesale and sell it at retail and buy it every month, or it's to give a company my hard-earned Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, and they promise to give me that Bitcoin back with profit over time. In all of those companies, it's a case of I have to give them my money and I'm hoping they're going to do what they say they're going to do. Bottom line is I have done very well in some companies and I've done very bad in other companies. In the last 18 months in the cryptocurrency market, it's been very, very difficult, to be honest with you. In fact, I've lost more than I've gained. That's just the nature of that industry. Now, the reason why I may have lost is not always down to me. It can be for a number of reasons. Number one, it could be that the environment that I'm trying to build an income in cryptocurrency is very volatile. It could be the company that I'm dealing with. Most of them are faceless. You don't know who's behind them. They are mismanaged. They make decisions that I'm not in control of, which messes up everything. Or it could be that company has just damn right stole my money and that website has just disappeared and my Bitcoin has gone with them. That happens far too often. Now, here in the end of October, I was busy with one of my home is when a good friend of mine, he called me up and he said, Colin, I know you're busy. I need you to stop and take a look at what's landed on my desk. And because I know this person very well, I said, okay, well, tell me about it. What is it? And this is the first lesson I want to give everybody today, is he didn't explain to me what it was. All he said to me was, if I can share with you an 8-minute video, when will you watch it? Or how soon can you watch it? And I said, 8 minutes, I can watch that now. So he sent me the video without telling me what it's about. Apart from I knew it's got something that would benefit me quick. So I watched the video, which the video hopefully most of you would have seen on your website. And I love that video. I thought, fantastic. This could be what I'm looking for. I need to know more. So I got back in touch with Duncan, who's the person who introduced me. And I said, tell me more about it. And he did. And I said, look, I know a handful of people that would love what you just shared with me. I don't want to go off telling them about it. Would you be good enough to share with them what you just shared with me? And he said, absolutely. So we arranged to have another call, a Zoom call as it was, in the afternoon. And my aim was to get a handful of people together on this call so that I could sit back and let Duncan and the video explain what he shared with me. That afternoon, I think we had about 10 people on the call, so it was better than I thought. Happy to donate to people because I know it's going to help them. By the end of that same day, I'd received, because of the system, 6 donations of $125. I received $750 in the same day. Now, in all my years of home-based business, I've never seen anything react or be as successful as that so quickly. It was only then that I looked deeper as to what was going on with this. And this is what I want to share with you all now. So what I plan to do is I'm going to share my screen. We'll go through a few slides. It'll take me about 30 minutes to go through them all. Hopefully, I'll answer most questions that most people will have. If you have any other questions after this, after I've done the presentation, we will happily have a group chat. I'll be able to answer as many questions as I can, especially if it's a general question. If it's personal to your account, I may not be able to answer that, but I'll do my best. So everybody's on mute. If somebody could unmute in a while and let me know you can see my screen, and then mute back up, then I'll continue with a short presentation. If somebody can let me know if you can see this.
Yep, that's great.
Yes, Colin.
Yes, Colin.
Cheers, John. Welcome, welcome.
Very nice.
Thank you. Okay, let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Thank you, Robert. Thank you. Okay, so as I say, everybody, welcome to 50/50 crowdfunding. Now, before I talk about 50/50 crowdfunding in particular, I want to talk about the industry itself of crowdfunding, because this is something I'd heard of the word before, crowdfunding. In fact, I'd already donated to people in the past through crowdfunding platforms. I didn't really look into how they work and why they have become so successful now. So doing a little bit of research at some of the big players out there, I've just put together just 4 of them, of some of the major players in the crowdfunding space. Indiegogo, Just Giving, GoFundMe, and Kickstarter. Hopefully most of you would have seen at least one of these companies that I'm sharing with you now. And all they are really is a platform where anybody who is a member of that platform can put their cause or their story can go on that platform, and people all over the globe are able to donate to their cause directly. That's all these platforms are. And the key thing about this is that you're able to receive donations from across the globe. The other key thing about this is a one-way movement. The only person that benefits is the person that receives the donation. The person that's giving the donation, they'll feel good because they've given a donation, but that really is as far as it goes. So how popular is crowdfunding is the next question. Well, this is something which has shocked me, really. We all know who this gentleman is. He has a GoFundMe page. Crazy as it seems. And this was, what I'm sharing with you now is on GoFundMe after 3 days of him putting up this pledge or this story, he's managed to raise $7 million. I haven't even looked 6 days now, 6, 7 days old now, I think, something like that. But you'd be interested to know exactly how many people, you can see the kind of donations we're talking about, $25, $20. People will help people for whatever cause that they are attracted to. When you have a politician doing this, you know that it has to be legal across the globe to a degree, or else he would not be able to do this. He would not be able to receive donations from across the globe. And this is critical for what I'm talking about today. It's not just politicians either. This young lady is somebody I personally know. She's a rhythmic gymnast from the United Kingdom who qualified for the Commonwealth Games in Australia to represent England. Now, she couldn't afford to actually get out to Australia. So she set up her own GoFundMe page. It was running for 11 months. And in those 11 months, she received 38 donations from across the globe. She managed to raise £2,000. And that's enough to get her on her flight to Australia. What I find interesting is that her page had 446 shares. So that means that people have been able to share her story across the globe so more people can see it. Shared via Facebook and shared via Twitter. So you know it's definitely a big deal. So the question is that people will tell you, oh, you're not allowed to fundraise this way across the globe. It's illegal. What I would say is please do your own research about what is legal and what is not legal. Also, look into, well, what exactly is crowdfunding? A great place to go would be Wikipedia. Wikipedia will tell you exactly what crowdfunding is, and it will tell you how big crowdfunding is today in 2018. I was shocked to see that in the last 3 years, $34 billion has been raised through crowdfunding. $34 billion. It's a huge amount of money in the last 3 years. That tells me this is an industry that's on the increase. This is an industry that we need to be looking at what's going on with this. Another key indicator is when you have one of the most famous payment processors on the planet is also getting involved in crowdfunding. Why would they do that unless it's a big area for them? Another well-known platform that most of you will probably recognize is Facebook. Facebook has its own crowdfunding platform for its members. If you, again, after this call, if you want to test this for yourself, go onto Facebook, type in the word fundraisers. You will see this page I'm sharing with you now. As it says, you're able to, any member of Facebook is able to create a fundraiser for themselves for any cause that's important to themselves. At the very bottom of that page, which is crucial, there's a big blue button that says very clearly you are able to raise funds for a personal cause. Now, this part is very different because most of us are used to raising money for charities, associations, but legally you are able to raise funds for yourself for a personal cause. It could well be to get out of debt. It could well be to clear those credit card debts that have been imposed upon us from the banking system. If you could mute your mic, if you just joined us, that would be fantastic. Okay, so that is a bit of an introduction into what crowdfunding is all about and how big it is. Hopefully from those first few slides, you can see that it's definitely a global industry. It's not just in one country, it's definitely a global thing. Now, 50/50 crowdfunding is a different kind of crowdfunding platform. Right, I'm just going to pause this 1 second, and I'm just going to make sure everybody's muted because somebody's not muted. Okay, hopefully you're muted again. Okay, so 50/50 crowdfunding. The CEO of 50/50 crowdfunding is a gentleman called David T. Rosen. This guy is a Canadian, and he's a forerunner and an expert in the crowdfunding space. In fact, he founded a similar program or platform to what I'm talking about today in 2002. That platform is still running today, 16 years later. There are people that donated in that platform 16 years ago that are still receiving donations today. That says a lot to me. That tells me this guy knows what he's doing in this space. His original platform has nearly 680,000 members across the globe. And between them, they've generated nearly $1 billion in donations from member to member. And the interesting thing is that not 1 cent of those donations have gone through the company 50-50. Everything is done person to person. Very crucial. Now, what he did, he launched on the 4th of October, 2018, just over 2 months ago, 50-50 crowdfunding. Why has he done this? Because he had enhanced his original platform. He has been shocked already by the speed at which this has grown. Bear in mind, when I saw this at the end of October, there were 500 members totally across the globe. Here we are now, towards the end of December. We currently have 16,000 members across the globe already. We currently know that already 50,000 donations have been done from person to person across the globe already. In 2 and a little bit months, 50,000 donations. In money, we know it's over $8 million has been sent from person to person in 2 months. So that tells me that we are most definitely in the right place at the right time with this crowdfunding platform. So now I want to go really a bit more detail into how it works and why it's different to the other types of crowdfunding platforms out there. 50-50 crowdfunding is the world's first crowdfunding system that allows you to receive half of everything that happens in your donation center. It's based on the world-famous Mobius Loop and System G technology, which is the most successful 2x2 follow-me donation center in history. Now, if anybody has any experience of multi-level marketing or network marketing, you may well have been involved in a force matrix. Now, this, when you look at this at first glance, you'll think, oh, that's one of those matrices. That's a 2x2 force matrix. Well, what they're looking at is what they think it is. When they first see it, they need to look a bit deeper as to how this works and why it's so different. And I must state this very clearly. This is not multi-level marketing. There are no commissions earned by anybody across multiple levels. That just does not happen. What's so special about this is this: I've never been any good at recruiting. Not a problem here. In fact, if I look at multi-level marketing, I know from my own experience that most people struggle in building teams. In fact, the average is people that will manage to bring in 2 people. The beauty of this system is, 1, it's not multi-level marketing, and 2, as long as you can find 2 people and there's no rush to when you find those 2 people, you'll be up and running. The nice thing about this system, only being a 2x2 follow-me donation center, means that you're likely to get help from above you within the system just by being involved, and you're likely to get help below you just by being in the system. This can happen within seconds of you registering. It could take longer, it could take weeks, it could take months, but it could happen within seconds. It's all done in real time. Now, again, as I've said before, my experience in multi-level marketing is I have to give my money to a company, and then it's trusting that company. Here, and one of the main things that I like about this is that 50-50 crowdfunding is a peer-to-peer team crowdfunding system. This is a true person-to-person team crowdfunding system. What that means is that 100% of my donation that I'm going to send to somebody goes from my bank account directly to their bank account. 100% of my donation, if it's in Bitcoin, would go from my Bitcoin wallet direct to somebody else's Bitcoin wallet. Same if it was PayPal, from my PayPal account directly to their PayPal account. Every donation I receive from across the globe will come directly to my bank account, directly to my PayPal account, or directly to my Bitcoin wallet. Not 1 cent of that donation goes through the company 50-50. That's really important. Really important for this to be global, legally global across the globe. So the question is, well, why would 50-50 do this? What do they actually get out of this? Well, firstly, they provide us with an easy-to-navigate, totally automated dashboard, or website if you want. And that website shows us exactly who we need to donate to. And it shows us exactly who is going to donate to us. Now, for that, they would charge us a fee, a license fee of $29 for the premium license every 6 months. So that works out about, I don't know, $4 or $5 per month, which I think is fantastic. Now, the bottom line is, if this company was to disappear tomorrow, they would disappear with $29 of mine, because every other donation I send and receive goes directly from person to person. The nice thing about this, once I've studied the CEO, David T. Rosen, I know that this gentleman is already a multimillionaire. He has put this system together not to make a fortune out of the members. He has put this together so that members can help members across the globe. Having a background in network marketing, I know that when you're dealing with people, the system has to be very simple to be successful. Very simple to be duplicatable. So here, all that would happen, you would register with the company. That's the only time you ever give the company any money, whether it be the premium license, which is $29, or the more basic license, which is $19. We have two different platforms. Either one, that's the only time you give the company any money whatsoever. After that, you want to become an active donor straight away. And so you will send a donation to 2 people from the back office. Once you've done that, you are then classed as an active donor. As an active donor, your job is to find 2 people who also want to become active donors like you. They would register with the company, they would send their donations to 2 people in the system, as told, and they are then active donors. That is it. That is the job done. All your job to do now is to teach your 2 how to do what you've just done. So you find 2 to follow you. Teach them how to find 2 to follow them. Here we go. Simple example. Number 1 will find his 2, and number 2 will find their 2. That, folks, is a completed donation center. It is no more complicated than that. No need to have huge lists. It's a case of, do I know 2 people at the start of 2019 that are interested in actually making a real difference this year as opposed to last year? The beauty of 50-50 is, as the name says, 50% of everything that happens in your donation center goes to you, because you are the top of your donation center. 50-50 crowdfunding has 8 different donation levels now, and you will receive 50% of everything that happens in all those 8 different donation centers. Depends on which one you're qualified for. What I'll do is show you how that works in a little bit more detail, and I'm going to start from where I started, which was at the $250 level, which is the lowest level on the premium platform. So at level 4, which is $250, which is what I did on day 1. I donated half of $250 to one person, so it's $125 went to one person, and $125 went to another person. I was told in the system who has to donate to, and they could do with that donation whatever they wanted. Once I've done that, I'm an active donor. I'm then eligible to receive 6 donations of $125 in my donation center. That's a total of $750. Now, once I've received my $750, I can't receive any more on that donation center, and I can go, thank you very much, and I could walk away, and that could be the end of it. Or I might go, well, that was good, I want to do that again. So I would want to do that again. I will donate another $250 out of my $750 to 2 people again in the system. $125 to one person, $125 to another person. I'm then eligible to receive another 6 donations in a brand new donation center of 125 times 6, $750. And I can do that as many times as I want. Now, the smart thing to do, once you have received your first $750, you've donated $250 in level 4 again, you've still got $500 left. The smart thing to do with that is to use that, so it's not out of pocket, to get yourself up onto level 5, the $500 level. At that level, I would split that $500 level between 2 people. I would send a donation of $250 to one person, another donation $250 to another person. I'm then an active donor on level 5. I'm then eligible to receive 6 donations of $250, $1,500. Once I've had all my 6 donations, I've received $1,500. I could say thank you very much and walk away. Or I might go, well, that was good. Of that 1,500, I'll put 500 back into a new level 5 and do that all over again. And receive another 6 donations of $250, another $1,500. And again, the smart thing to do with the other 1,000 that's left is to use that to go into level 6. Remember, I only ever spent $250 out of pocket. The way I've got to these other levels is by using what I've received in donations to get me into the higher levels. At this level, level 6, $1,000, 500 goes to one person, 500 goes to another person. I'm then eligible to receive 6 donations of $500, a massive $3,000. And again, you can imagine that's level 7, and then there's level 8, which is the highest level. Now, level 8, this is a $4,000 level. So you would donate $2,000 to one person and $2,000 to another person. Now, can you imagine receiving a donation from somewhere across the globe of $2,000? Would that make a difference? Once you're qualified, you are then eligible to receive 6 donations of $2,000, a massive $12,000. And again, when you receive $12,000, you can say thank you very much and walk away. Or you might think, well, $12,000, I'll use $4,000 and I'll donate straight into level 8 again to do that all over again. So you qualify to receive another 6 donations of $2,000, and you do that over and over and over again. It is no more complicated than that. Now, what I've just shared with you really is the platform, the premium platform. It starts at the $250 level. Now, 50/50 crowdfunding, as I said already, is only 2 months old. But what they've realized quite quickly is that there's a whole audience of people across the globe that for whatever reason cannot get in at the $250 level. It's just too high. So they brought out a lower level to make it even more accessible to the whole globe. The lower level has a license fee of $19. And this level has 3 different donation levels, as low as $25, $50, and $150. So now we have an opportunity for the whole globe. $25 would be donated between 2 people. $12.50 to one person, $12.50 to another person. You're then going to receive 6, you're then eligible to receive 6 donations of $12.50, which is $75. Once you receive $75, you could quite easily use that to get yourself into the $50 level. You donate 25 to one person, 25 to another person, you're then going to receive 6 donations of $25. That will be enough to get you into the $150 level. And all you spent out of pocket is $25. So my question to you at the end of December, bearing in mind that somebody could start with $25, is this something that will change a lot of people's lives? I totally believe it will. And all it takes is a little bit of focus. So it doesn't matter where somebody starts, whether they start at $25 or they start higher up at the $250 level. The goal for many people will be to be in all 8 levels, because then you're going to receive donations from every single level all at the same time, because they all work independently. But the beautiful thing is you're only out of pocket by $25 if that's your first donation. That makes it accessible to the whole globe. What I'm going to finish off now is just show you a quick animation of how those donations flow to give you a better understanding. So there you are at the top of your donation center. You've already donated $250, because that's the one I'm talking about now, to 2 people in the system. You've introduced your first person. Your first person has just sent their donation. $125 goes to you at the top of your donation center, and $125 somebody above you. You bring in your second person. They donate $125 to you, and $125 goes to somebody above you. Now, there you are at the top of your donation center. You've now received 2 donations of $125. You've just had back what you donated in the first place. So now you're even. Now it's all good. Now it's all gravy. Number 1, I want to do the same. He'll bring on his first person. They'll donate $125 to them, and $125 goes up to you because this is your donation center. Number 2 introduces his first person. He receives $125 in a donation, and $125 flows up to you, again, because this is your donation center. 50-50. 125 goes to number 2, and 125 goes up to you. And now your second person is also very happy because he's now received, or she's now received, her second donation of 125, totaling up $250. Happy chappy. Number 1 brings on his second person. He received a donation of 125. He's now got his donation back, very happy. And you received your final donation for this donation center of 125. You've had 6 altogether, totaling $750. And that's the end of that donation center. And that's exactly how these donations flow through this system. This will work exactly the same if somebody was to donate at the $25 level, or if somebody was to donate at the $4,000 level. Again, if this was a $25 level, these donations would be $12.50. If this was the $4,000 level, these donations would be $2,000. That, folks, is really as simple as this is. It is no more complex than that. The beauty of the platform is that 2 people will benefit from every donation that you send. So you actually help a lot more people this way. Being able to receive donations from across the globe is really, really special. So I will stop sharing that. Second. And welcome you all back. Okay. Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome. Hopefully you can all hear me still. I do get questions every single day when I talk to people about this. The first question always comes up is, well, is this legal? Are we allowed to do this? Hopefully from the first lot of slides that you saw, we are not the only ones that are accepting donations from across the globe. It happens globally. When you have the likes of PayPal, Facebook, GoFundMe, Just Giving, Indiegogo, all of these big companies are all accepting payments from across the globe. We are all able to receive payments from across the globe exactly the same way. And just to add to that, because obviously we're all very, very new to this. I've only been in myself two odd months myself. My sponsor spoke to his solicitor when he first saw this, because he wanted to be 100% sure that what we're doing is legal. So his solicitor asked him, the first question he says to him, well, firstly, what type of crowdfunding is it? Because there are numerous different types of crowdfunding. And he explained it's peer-to-peer, person-to-person. The solicitor explained to him that is actually legal across the globe. He went away, he got the documentation to prove it to him, and we have all the associations, etc., in our Facebook group, documentation for anybody to read about the different types of crowdfunding that's about, and why what we're doing is totally legal. So that answers that question, which you're going to get all day long. You'll get this all day long because the idea of somebody receiving a donation, if it's not for a charity, just sounds weird. But believe me, this to me, in my experience, is the evolution of home-based business. This is the next step. This reminds me of when I first saw network marketing 30 years ago. I was a young lad getting really excited by this idea of working for myself from home, network marketing. I'd go out, and everybody would tell me, oh, that will never work. That's a silly business. Go and get a proper job. It was the sort of thing I was told 30 years ago about network marketing days, because more and more people will benefit from people across the globe. It really is people helping people. And again, it's nothing new. This crowdfunding, people helping people has been going on for generations. In fact, it's how people used to fund big houses, projects. Before banks came along, communities would get together, they put the money together, build a house, put the money together, build another house as a team. This is the same thing, but using the whole globe as one community. Those are the main questions that I get. Sometimes I'll ask, do I need to recruit anybody? Well, the fairest thing about this company, 50-50, is that you are actually able to receive donations as long as you are an active donor. If you have donated in the first place, you are an active donor, you are able to receive donations in your donation center from people that you don't know. If they've landed underneath you, from help from above, you will receive donations. But what I honestly would say to you is don't rely on waiting for people to fall underneath you. We have a special gift here to share with the globe. If you know anybody that has 2-3 jobs that they have to do every single day, why wouldn't you want to share with them something that you found like this? And the question I always get, well, how do I share it? What do I say? I'm not a salesperson. All you need to say to them is, look, I have seen something that is really amazing. Anything like that. What is it? I've got a video that explains it all. When can you watch the video? That's it. You don't want to tell them any more than that. You're then going to send the video to them. Well, the video is your website. It's got the 8-minute video on it. And by the way, we'll have a brand new website sometime very soon with all the latest videos that we're going to need for the 25 for the lower levels as well. But in the meantime, still send your main website so they get the picture of how it all works. When they come back to you with, that was fantastic, tell me more. What I would suggest you do is you get them onto a Zoom call like this, where they can see people from across the globe that are all involved, sending donations and receiving donations. They'll get the big picture from that. From there, they've got your link. They click on Join Now. They'll spend $29 with the company. They'll donate to 2 people, $125, and they're up and running. It's as simple as that. So if anybody's got any other questions, feel free to open your mic and ask your question. In fact, what I'll do is I will pause the recording now, so it's not too long for anybody else that wants to see. So 1 second. Okay, I've cancelled the recording now. So anybody got any questions you'd like to ask?
Yeah, I had a quick question there, Colin.
Hi, Michael. Where are you from, mate?
I'm just up here in Nottingham at the moment.
Oh, okay. UK, Nottingham.
Yeah,
not far from me.
Yeah.
Go for it, mate.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, you said people have to wait to sort of sponsor other people. Is that right? So if I had got my 2 people,
yeah,
can I not get a third? I have to wait for my donation centre to complete, or can I get my 3rd person straight away?
Great question, Michael. Great question. Now, what I did when I first started, because of my experience of network marketing, I know that like any business, you've got to put as much energy in as you can at the start to get that rocket off the ground. This is no different in my own eyes. So what I did was I got as many people together as I could for them all to see the opportunity at the same time. That's what I did.
Mm-hmm.
So by doing that, I'm not relying on just 2 people. I'll bring in as many people as I can as fast as I can. So to answer your question is no, 2 people is a minimum. More than 2, the better. 200, 2,000, it makes no difference.
Okay, that's great.
Okay. Yeah, any other questions? Anything in the chat I need to read out?
Hi, Colin.
Hi, Lawson.
Hi. Presentation as always.
Thank you, mate.
By the way, when somebody gets suspended for whatever reason, because they're allowed to come back, if they decide to. So will they just activate their account, or they have to pay the admin fee again?
Okay. Well, the license fee that they're paid for in the first place is for 6 months.
Right. Okay.
So that's the license fee. You paid that. Now, I know that David T. Rosen, from what I see already, he's a very, very fair man. The only reason why somebody will get suspended is because there are all sorts of people out there. People who think that if I can get away without donating, I can receive donations. I haven't got to donate. Fantastic. I'm winning. What we want, though, is people that want to do things right, that they need to send a donation, that they need to do a donation straight away. That's the whole idea, because people are actually waiting on that donation. They're expecting it. So if somebody decides not to send a donation, they will get suspended. You'll notice that in your back office now that each time there's a donation to be sent, it will be time-stamped. That's so that head office can see how long you're taking to send a donation. And they could be suspended at any time. But as you say, when somebody is suspended, as long as they pay their donation, then they're straight back in again, because they are an active donor. So nothing is forever, they're not booted out and gone forever. So it's very fair. So what I would say is, if you have people that are not donating, don't let it slow you down. This is too big to let anybody slow you down that doesn't want to send a donation. Because the bottom line is they will get suspended and you'll move on to a brand new donation center. 6 brand new people possibly, or your team following you. Oh, what I didn't explain in the video too clearly there is that every time you complete a donation center and you're going to start a new donation center, what makes this special as opposed to a forced matrix where everybody at the top makes all the money? What makes this real special is this Morbius loop, which is software. What happens when you complete your donation center of 6 people, 6 spots, receive donations, you're ready to start a new one, you will then go underneath somebody else who may have only just joined 50/50. And it could be 12 months later. Somebody brand new has just joined 50/50. You're experienced, you've been cycling, you start a new one, you go right underneath, because of the timing, you go right underneath that brand new person. You're now supporting a brand new person. So nobody ever sits at the top taking in all the money. Everybody floats around all the time. Makes it very, very fair for everybody.
So
that makes sense for everybody.
Well, so because when people get suspended, that means they haven't donated. Is that right? Yeah. That's
usually the reason.
That's usually the reason. Yeah. So because obviously they've paid the £29, so the $29. So if they come back within 6 months, because it's, like I said, it's 6 months, so they don't have to pay. But obviously, if they come after 6 months, then they have to pay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Absolutely. We all pay the donation again. Sorry, the license fee again after 6 months. But you see, me being me, I like to look a little deeper at what's going on with the whole thing. Now, if somebody wants to start at the 250 and go up to the 4,000, they have the funds to do it. That's fantastic. But the real strength of this whole business is someone starting at the 25, finding their 2 people at 25, because all you want to get is 2 people to follow you. They will start how you started. So if you start at 25 and they go, right, I'll start at 25. Then the following day, 2 people start at 25. Their job is to help them find their 2 people to start at 25. On day 3, you've cycled already. You've received $75 into your bank account, your PayPal account, your Bitcoin wallet. You then upgrade to the 50. 2 days' time again, you will cycle again on that 50, because your people will follow you through onto the 50. People will continue to follow you through. They'll follow you to the 150. They'll follow you to the 250. They'll follow you to the 500. It's absolutely beautiful, but it all starts from the 25. It all starts from staying focused at the 25, that I'm going to find my 2 that can start at 25, and they will follow me through, get their 2, and we move through the whole system. Somebody could go from 25 to 4,000 in actually 16 days. Crazy as it sounds, but that's really what could happen. Any other questions?
Yeah, I've got a question, Colin.
Go for it, Blessing. Welcome, Blessing. You're from London, Blessing, is that right?
Yeah, London.
Okay, go for it.
Ages though.
Okay, yep, go for it.
Yeah, because I've been in for about 2 weeks. I sent my 2 donations. I posted on Facebook groups. I have not gotten any donation box sign up.
Okay. So again, to answer that, if something isn't working, change it. That's my tip for today. Don't just do the same thing over. If you do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result, it'll drive you balmy. You got to change it. So all I would do at this time of the year, especially if you're looking at social media, a lot of people will be looking for something new in 2019, without a doubt. Now remember, all they need is $25 and a $19 license, and they're up and running. You're not asking them to spend an absolute fortune giving it to a company and hoping the company is going to be around. It's a lot easier for people to go, right, $25, and I'm going to donate that $25 to 2 people. That's going to help 2 people big time. And then they're going to receive their 6 donations from across the globe, and it happens really fast. So to answer your question, you've got to talk to more people.
Okay.
Find out what they're doing and tell them you've seen something absolutely phenomenal or something like that. They'll say, what is it? And you'll say, I'm gonna send you an 8-minute video. How soon can you watch it? That's all you need to say. Don't explain it. If they say to you, "Oh, I ain't got 8 minutes to watch a video," then that's fine. They've saved you a lot of time chasing them. The ones that go, "Yes, send it to my email and I'll watch it tonight, or I'll watch it in the morning," fantastic. Then you must follow them up after the time. So you have watched it, phone them up, and they say, "Oh, I haven't watched it. I've been too busy." Like Duncan would say, I would say, "Well, that's fine. I'm also very busy. I can't chase you. So you contact me once you've watched it," and leave it at that. Okay?
Face to face, blessing. Face to face.
Also, Colin, can I just add something as well?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, just an advice to I don't know if she can take it about for blessing. I know she's been trying. She's a few times. She mentioned a few times about going on Facebook and maybe trying to post a video and stuff like that. I know she's been like, I think it's 2 weeks now. She said. I think I would advise if I don't know whether she's done that already. Speak to maybe close friends. For instance, if she goes to church or people she knows. In because Facebook can be frustrating sometimes. Because I've tried to post in groups, because if you realize a lot of people, they are posting different, making money scheme and stuff like that. So people will straight away, when you post something like 50-50, some people will just ignore it, if you speak to people first, because don't forget, you don't really need massive, big team. All you need is 2 people to start with, and then you can grow from there.
Yeah.
Just
speak to people first.
The other thing I'd say, the other thing I'd say about crowdfunding.
Oh, jeez.
The other thing I'd say about crowdfunding is that the donations become huge, and when people look at somebody who's received 20,000 in donations, 30,000 in donations, they will compare their business. So they'll say, "Oh, that's impossible." That's because they don't understand the power of receiving donations from across the globe. It's massive. It's like comparing apples and oranges. It's completely different. So don't worry if somebody says no, by the way. No is good. No just means not yet. And at least they know what you're doing now as well. So later on, they will think, "Oh, yes, you're doing that 50-50. How's it going?" And then you can show them. The only problem then is if you have got a big number of donations you receive, they go, "Oh, it's all right for you. You was there whenever." They don't understand. Another thing everybody needs to know about this platform, it doesn't matter when you start. This will be as powerful today as it is in 12 months' time. Because nobody sits at the top. Everybody floats around. The only difference between starting now and 12 months' time is that you're going to receive donations now. So it's real special, real special. Any other questions?
How are you?
Hi, who's that?
It's Max.
Hi, Max. Hi, Max. Welcome from Manchester.
Yeah. Yes, how are you doing? I think
very well, thanks, mate.
I think the advice I would give in regards to Facebook is people need to go on Facebook and put adverts when they know what they are really doing. And with Facebook, it's like you're shooting in the dark. You might get 1 or 2, but remember, everyone there on the groups is also after you joining their own opportunity and whatever it is. So it's how you present it and how you take it from there. With Facebook, I use Facebook a lot, but you need to really know what you're really doing. It's not just for everyone. You might get one person, you're lucky, but doesn't usually follow that you sign up people from Facebook. The best way is to use your own influence. Everyone has got at least 250 people on their phone. Use your upline influence to help you get at least 2 people from there, and you learn the system. The more you attend these webinars, the more you get ideas of how you can grow this opportunity.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks, Max. Thank you.
No problem.
You just got me thinking as well. How you promote this is obviously it's something you're going to learn, you're going to improve as you go along. And you soon realize that when people just blast it out there, people get turned off by it. People just don't read it. So I always find it's better to actually communicate with people. If I can do it face to face, even better. If I can't, I'll do it over Facebook Messenger chat. I'll ask them how they're doing. I'll ask them, what have you got planned for the new year? They'll sooner or later say to me, and what are you doing? That's the point when I say, look, something phenomenal's come my way, something like I've never seen before. And they'll go, oh, I've heard of that. And I'll go, well, you need to look a little bit deeper, because I am shocked at how powerful this is. If they haven't got the time to even want to do that when you've said that to them, then I'll go, okay, no problem. On to the next one. Never try and convince anybody. I know Michelle's on here. I know she's probably not going to talk, but I know she hates all these businesses out there where they rip people off. She has a passion for people to not join those companies. We have something here which is completely different.
Yeah, I'm very passionate about that. And
you are, Michelle. I know you are.
The other thing I agree with you about, Colin, is being confident when you're speaking to somebody, because that to me projects leadership, and a lot of that is what people are looking for online. You know, they're not looking for something wishy-washy, and there is so much crap in the groups and a lot of scammers. You know, if you approach them from a standpoint that you know what you're talking about, you're confident, you know it's not a scam, you've got here, like we've got documentation in the group to prove that it's legal, and just be really confident with people, and even got the time to watch an 8-minute video, then move on. Don't let people waste your time. I've been doing online marketing for 3 years now, and when I was a newbie, I spent a lot of time trying to convince people, because I just wanted it so badly. I wanted them to join me so badly. And, you know, after all this time, I've just learned, do you know what? It's people are either going to call it a scam, and then that they've made up their mind. There's nothing you can do to change that. Don't waste your time trying to convince them, because some people just have their minds made up already.
Excellent.
So just move on. And as I said to you before, my other tip is just go and stop some people from being scammed. You know, 99% of the stuff in the group are scams, or they're people with fake profiles. You know, they're scammers. So, you know, I've joined up a few people from just going in and saying, hey, look, this is a scam, but you want something legit, then, you know, I can send you something legit.
Brilliant.
And it's a great platform to start from, because people are really happy that you've stopped them losing their money.
Yeah.
So there's only one way to go from there, and that's up. So that's my big tip.
Brilliant. Another, actually, you just reminded me the whole idea. Another objection that you will come across is that people will say to you, "Oh, it's a Ponzi."
Oh yeah. Oh, I love that.
So, what my tip for everybody when someone says that to you is, "Oh, it's a Ponzi," I would say to them, tell me more. What is a Ponzi?
Yeah, that's always the
And then just sit back and hear what they've got to say.
Yeah,
because they won't have any.
They don't even know, they've just heard it, haven't they?
They haven't got a clue. Just be confident. This is for everybody. Be confident that you know that crowdfunding is huge. $34 billion in the last 3 years. The likes of PayPal, Facebook are all jumping on the bandwagon of crowdfunding.
Yeah, just do as you do. Follow your lead, because you're confident, you know your stuff, you've got your facts and your physics and figures.
Yeah.
And like I say, I think people are attracted to that. I know I am. You know, you want the person that you're speaking to be confident, and like I say, to have that leadership quality. So.
Yeah, but what I would say, not everybody will have all those skills, but that really doesn't matter. We all have the 8-minute video. Get them on the 8-minute video. If they want to know more after that, then say, look, jump on this Zoom call that's happening on so-and-so day, or give them a recording. You haven't got to wait until there's a live call. Get them the latest recording that you find.
Yeah, it's great that you've got your recordings, because, you know, that they're really, you know, it is really good, the ones that you do. They're very professional, and I think people would really react to that very well. And you've got a good conversion rate anyway, haven't you, Colin? It's 80%, something like that. That's fantastic. So you're doing an awesome job.
Yeah.
And I always tell people to come to your Zooms. So definitely get people on a Zoom, or send them a recording.
Yeah, get them on, because I'll see, it's just numbers. People see other people from across the globe. They'll think, okay, this is bigger than I thought. 16,000 people have already joined up to 50/50 in 2 and a bit months. Everybody that's seeing this today is seeing this in its very early stages. In fact, David T. Rosen has said he thinks he can see this being 10 times bigger than his original platform. His original platform, don't forget, has nearly 680,000 members. So we're seeing all this very, very early. And now it's accessible to the whole globe at $25. So who can't find 2 people who've got $25 and they want to make a big difference in 2019? So I challenge you all to get your 2 people on tomorrow night's call with Duncan, brand new people that want to see how they can make a huge difference to themselves in 2019, as long as they've got $25 to get themselves started. That's the challenge. Bring your 2, and your 2019 will just take off. So any other questions on here anybody's got?
Colin, will you be doing the 11 a.m. tomorrow? I know it's a bit...
I won't actually. I won't. I'm actually on my way to Covent Garden in London tomorrow, so I won't be going to watch the Nutcracker. So I won't be doing a call.
Nice! So have a great time.
It's lovely.
But I'll be back onto it. I'll be back onto it in the new year for definite. So really, I wanted to chat today because obviously people are getting their heads ready for the new year. You know, just focus on. I mean, the bottom line is, if somebody even started from day 1 on January the 1st, and you brought your 2 people in on January the 2nd, who then done the same thing on January the 3rd, you've cycled.
So when are you actually presenting again?
Say that again, sorry.
When are you presenting again?
Oh, I haven't decided yet. Early January, probably after to get New Year out the way. Probably the day after New Year's Day. Probably the 2nd of January, probably. But I'll put it in the group anyway, so everybody knows. But don't wait for that. Don't wait for that. All I say is that this recording from today will be available for everybody in about an hour. So you want to get in your head, right, I need my 2 people in place January the 1st. Help them get their 2 people in January the 2nd. And your business will just take off. Before the end of January, you'll be on the highest level, $4,000 level. Your life will change. You have to believe it, first of all, is what I would say to everybody. Just believe it. It's very simple. Break it down. Can I afford $25 to start this? Yes, I can. Can I find 2 people who can afford to start with $25? Yes, I can. That's it. Teach them to do the same, and your business will take off like you won't believe. I've already witnessed in the first 2 months an incredible amount of donations that have gone across just in my own small business. I have people in my business that are going to grow faster than me, which is beautiful because these people that think, oh, it's a pyramid, only the person at the top. No, some will go faster than me in my own business. That's the beauty of it. And we're only just getting started. There's a whole globe of people that need what we have to offer. So we will be back on tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. UK time again. With Duncan, who we'll do tomorrow for definite, as I won't be around. And then we'll really kick it into gear come January. So we'll have a couple of recordings that you can use in between now and January if anybody needs anything else. Any other questions before I finish off for the evening?
Yeah, I've got one, sorry. Blessing.
Hi, Blessing.
Yeah, is there going to be any presentation on New Year's Eve?
Is there what on New Year's Eve, sorry?
Are you going to do any recording on your New Year's Eve?
I missed the part about New Year's Eve.
Recording on New Year's Eve.
Are we doing a call on New Year's Eve?
Are you going to do a presentation like this on New Year's Eve?
Nah, I'm not anyway.
Don't be silly. Everyone will be too busy drinking.
Exactly. I'll be partying.
Well,
no, but the bottom line is you have the recordings. If you want to get out and talk to people, you have the recordings. Don't wait for anybody. This is your business. This is how I operate. It's my business. If I want to talk to somebody, I'll get out and I'll talk to them and I'll share the information.
Good idea for Blessing. Why don't you have a New Year's 50-50 party for everyone? And then you can put all the recordings on and sign up before the new year.
That should be a good one. A good one, John.
Okay. Any other questions? We know the new video is coming out soon. We know the new, hopefully you've all seen the 50-50 fast video for the 150, which I think is actually a very good video. I would still use that today and just explain the good news is we've got 2 lower levels, $25 and the $50 level. Okay, so I'll still use that video if you're waiting for the 25. If you've got people that want to go in the $25 level, use the 150, go then the lower level. Okay. Don't be afraid to talk about the higher levels as well, because this is the growth of the company. This is why we've done nearly $8 million worth of business, or over $8 million in the first 2 months. It's mainly from the main platform, which is the minimum $250 level. That's where the real growth has been. It's only been the last week or so that we've had the 50-50 fast, we've had the lower levels. So most of the business has been all from the higher levels. And it is phenomenal. So if you are brand new tonight, please get back to the person that's invited you tonight. If you have any more questions, please get them asked. If you can't get them answered, join our Facebook group, which is called 50-50.
Hello, Colin.
Hi.
It's me,
Hi.
Christine.
Hi, Christine.
Hello, Colin. How are you?
I am fantastic, Christine. How are you? Where are you, Christine?
Yeah. Sorry?
Where are you?
I call from Kent. I live in Kent.
Oh, you're from the UK. Okay, welcome, Christine.
Yeah, UK. I am in UK. Yeah. Colin, I joined some time back, and I joined like the 250, and I donated to 2 people.
Well done.
And then I joined the 500, and I donated to 2 people. I only managed to bring in 1 person. I'm struggling really to get another person. Can you help me? Because I need also to get, I invested almost, £700-800,
Okay.
The money I paid for you and the money I donated to people. But last month I haven't, so I'm struggling really.
Okay.
What help can you give me?
Okay. My advice to you, well, firstly, I'll say well done, because you're in the 250 level and you're in the 500 level at the same time. You've got 2 different donation centers running at the same time. So well done for that, first of all. Obviously, you haven't invested, you've donated. You've actually helped 4 people in total so far. Now, that's step 1 is to become an active donor. Step 2 is you need to share this opportunity with 2 people. So the question,
that's what I'm saying. I'm struggling.
Okay, so the question is, well, what are you saying to these people? If you're saying the same thing and you're not getting the results, you need to change what you're saying.
I'm sharing the video to them.
Before you show them the video, you need to ask them a question. You want to know, basically, are they interested in seeing this video? Interested in seeing how they can make a difference in 2019. Or you can be more direct. Do you know anybody that wants to make some serious money?
Yep.
And then they're going to go, yes, I do. And then I say, look, I've got an 8-minute video that explains it all. How soon can you watch it? That's it. Yeah. Don't try and explain crowdfunding. Don't try and explain anything like that, because you'll just tie yourself in knots. So you want to keep it as simple as possible. So step 1 is you register and you become an active donor, which you've done in 2 different levels, which is a good move. Step 2 is you need to share it with at least 2 people. And there's no time frame, by the way, for this. We've only all been in at least 2 months. That is no time at all. 2 months. And by the way, 75 to 80% of people in 50-50 crowdfunding have received at least 1 donation. That is so much stronger than the other home-based businesses out there, where most people don't make any money. In fact, most people are spending money every single month just to qualify in those businesses. So we're in a very, very powerful place here. You're in a very strong position. So for you, Christine, you just got to ask the question, who do you know? This is what you say to people. Who do you know who's interested in making some serious money? You could be as direct as that. And then once they come back to you, they say, look, I've got an 8-minute video. How soon can you watch it? And they'll say, send it to me now.
I've tried, and I'm trying. I've tried all the, the festival season. I've been trying.
Have you got a mobile, Christine, have you got a mobile phone?
I have.
And how many contacts have you got in your mobile phone?
Oh, I have many, and
Ah.
I've checked.
Go for
Yeah.
it. Send them a message and say, I've seen something that is absolutely amazing. Do you know anybody that wants to make a lot of money? Or something like that. And see what comes back. You could be really busy all of a sudden.
Right.
And
okay.
I'll take your advice, but I'm still, you know, I do listening, I do Zoom in, but I'm really, I'm struggling to get people on board.
Keep on going. There's a lot of people out there that need what we got to offer here. They just don't know about it yet. So, memory.
Colin, can I offer my advice as well?
Yeah, go for it.
Being consistent as well, like posting on your timeline. Like I post about it all the time. I share my results. There's other people's results like Ron and Gail, and you know they're quite happy for me to like share their screenshots. It's not always going to happen straight away. You know, people have got like the know, like, and trust factor, and that sometimes takes, well, it doesn't sometimes, it does take time to build that. So make sure you're posting consistently every single day about the 50-50, because and make sure your posts are set to public as well, not just your friends, because then you're reaching a wider audience and it could just pop up anywhere and someone might go, oh wow, look, that's that lady's making money, I'm going to message that lady. And the other thing is make sure you know how to check know how to check your spam messages and your filtered messages in spam. And when I found it, I found hundreds and hundreds of messages from people that now think I'm really rude. But I can help you with that. If you want to just message me, I can help you with that. I can send you some information on where to find them.
All right. Okay. Well, all right. Can I have your contact then? That will help.
I can't put it in the chat because I'm on my iPad and it always kicks me out. But
you can find her on Facebook. You can find her in the group. She's in the group.
Colin. Yeah, and I'm in the group as well. So yeah, message me and I'll help you out with some more advice.
So the key.
Right. What's your name, please?
It's Michelle. It's Michelle. Her name's Michelle.
Michelle. Okay, Michelle. I will do, Michelle.
Okay,
so the key thing here.
My name is Christine. I think we will have, okay.
Okay,
Christine. Advice.
The key thing here is action.
Could I add some notes here, please?
One second, mate. One second. So the key thing here is action. If you keep quiet about it and don't tell anybody about it, then nothing actually happens. When somebody has a mobile phone, you've got 200 people in that phone. Ask yourself, well, how many people have I actually spoken to from my mobile phone? 5, 10. You've got a whole load of more people to get in touch with. So be brave and just send them a message. I've found something amazing. Do you know anybody that wants to make a lot of money in 2019? Send. See what comes back. If it comes back, how? Then you're going to say, I need to send you a video. How soon can you watch it?
Right.
You put it simple as that. That's for everybody. That's for everybody. Hi, Mohammed. Did you want to say something?
Yeah, I was going to say that persistence and consistency is very important.
Absolutely.
And just not only on your new people, also you need to follow up the people you have spoken to.
Absolutely.
Maybe you need to analyze yourself, what you say, what maybe your wording. Maybe, but the area also affects your emotions, because you may live in an area, you get a lot of skepticism, a lot of people don't believe in online. But you have the smartphone. You have to come out this kind of barrier. You'll see on your contacts. Maybe you need to do tap routing. If you know what tap routing is, maybe go to different locations. Sometimes you get to like financial people hanging around in near Wall Street, some hotels nearby there. Start a conversation with someone, and this is how you get contacts.
Very good. Nice one, mate. Thank you. Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay. Hi, Paul. Hi, Paul from Hawaii. Welcome.
Yeah, I saw the video from Duncan Wood. You made it very simple on recruiting.
Oh, yes.
So that will help too. Just want to mention.
Yes, thanks for that, Paul. Yes, if you're not in our Facebook group, please add yourself or come and join, because there are some good videos in there that Duncan has done on how to recruit, which is all useful. But like I've already said, to me, just keep it as simple as possible. If you don't want to talk, just send a text message. I've found something amazing. Who do you know who wants to make a lot of money in 2019? Or who do you know is interested in making money in 2019? Send. Just do that. That's what I suggest. Any other questions before we go? As we've been on just over an hour. Everybody's good? Okay, Memory, you got your hand up there, Memory. Did you something you wanted to say?
I was to ask you, is there anything about cross recruiting?
Sorry?
Cross recruiting.
What about cross recruiting?
Like someone take your contact.
I don't know what it is, but what about it?
If someone cross recruits your contact.
What I would say is that people are able to work with whoever they want to work with. So if you sign somebody up, make sure you look after them so that they don't want to go anywhere else because they're happy where they are. Obviously, once someone has signed, they've signed. Ideally, that's it.
Yes, I understand what you're saying there, but I'm not saying about that. I'm saying about someone approaching your contacts and take them away from you.
You know, it's a people business. It's going to be very difficult to control that. People, once they sign, whoever they decide to go with, that's who they decide to go with. It's difficult if you say, oh, well, someone spoke to somebody yesterday and then they decide to go with somebody else. It's always going to be difficult. So that's why I say just work, as you said earlier, definitely about supporting your team. If you bring anybody out on, support them, help them get there too. If you find two and help them to find two, your job is done. That is it. You could go from the beginning right to the top with just two people. Two people follow you through every single level. You qualify for life on every single level. Happy days. Very simple. Very simple. Okay, guys, so we've got another call tomorrow. I urge you all to try and get yourselves off to a fantastic start in January. Find your two people that want to know more about this, that will watch a video tomorrow. They'll jump on the call tomorrow evening to hear Duncan explain his way about what's so special about what we got here. And we'll just go into 2019 in a very fast way. Thank you all for spending the time with me today. I wanted to get this out there in the Christmas break because I know people want information, get ourselves ready for the new year. Thank you all. We'll be ready to rock and roll come early January. As I was asked earlier, it will be very early January, probably the 2nd of January, whatever day that falls on. We'll be up and running, ready to talk to as many people as you want. Reach out to me on Facebook if we're not friends already, or in the group. Let's get you all the questions answered. Huge 2019. You decide to do something with it. Don't expect it to happen. Make it happen is my attitude to everything. Thanks for your time, everybody. See you on the next call. Bye for now.
Thanks, Colin. Good night.
Tomorrow.
Good night, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.